Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Locke coming at you live from the job sites. Moving popcorn ceiling. Just finished first bit of drywall repair because this ceiling did not want to come off. And if you look behind me, it's just absolutely filthy in here. I've probably been mudding for 6 hours. I'm tired. And I'm making this video, I guess, to rant because I'm tired already of how the home improvement space, especially for small business owners like myself, is just a race to the bottom with prices. You're having to compete with the lowest common denominator. You got to cut deals for everybody, and it's really annoying. It makes it hard to really make it ahead. Even though I'm in a trade per se and have developed the valuable skills, the value hasn't increased as much because it's been artificially suppressed with all the immigrants coming here, especially from Latin America, South America, and I don't have anything wrong with anybody from anywhere, but the only reason it's a race to the bottom in my industries is because those kinds of industries were sourced from the places like El Salvador, Mexico, Honduras, places like that, Belize, Bolivia, and now it's a race to the bottom. And where I grew up, my family's lived here for hundreds of years. In Virginia, we came here in the 1600s as indentured servants, and now 400 years later, I'm having to compete with everybody from everywhere and lower my prices to do so. I'm not working for 2-3 years sending money back home where it triples its value to then go home. This is my home. We don't have anywhere to go where it's cheaper. And it's annoying. It's really frustrating. I'm busting my butt. It's hard to find helpers. I can't find any helpers. Everybody wanted to go to college. Everybody was above this. And now it's impossible to find good help. I asked my brother, who's a good body. It's nothing against him. He's going to college. He's too busy. He's going to college to be a lawyer. So he's too busy to help me. He'd love to, but I just won't work with our schedules. But Hispanics, they come over here and tend to a house, 2 bedrooms. They know everybody. They got helpers for days. Who cares if the quality's gone down? It's cheaper. Except now it's not cheaper. And now people are sometimes shocked at what it costs to get a good paint job. But that's just what it costs. I'm not living 10 to a 2-bedroom. I have kids. I have a wife to support. In America, my home, where I'm from, where my family paid their dues, where my wife's family paid their dues for decades, for multi-generations, we've paid our dues into this system and into this country, fought wars for this country. Both sides, my wife and my family, we all have veterans in our family. All of us. Not these people. No offense. Their granddad wasn't at Omaha Beach. Their cousin didn't die in D-Day, okay? They weren't in Vietnam. They don't have skin in the game. They don't. And it's really hard to try and maintain and keep it together and be positive and try and look for the future when every job I do is a race to the bottom. Every job. And it's frustrating. It's really frustrating. It's just, there's a reason I moved away from this area long ago, is because I knew it was overrun. I live about an hour, 20 minutes outside of Sanctuary City. It's overrun. It's impossible 10 years ago for me to get a job painting or doing any of this stuff in my hometown. I had to literally move across the country to find jobs building out, framing, basic shit. And to me, that's crazy. You know, it's disheartening and it's crazy. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, I just don't. Just keep working, keep trying, keep busting our butts. You know. But I don't see, you know, just the value of labor. I personally did not fit in well in other industries. I fit in well in the construction industry. I like it. I don't mind residential. You know, I love knowing how to do things in a house. It's comforting. But at the same time, it's frustrating when my labor is worth less. Not because of my skill set. Not because it's not valuable. It's valuable. It's so valuable that we... And by we, I mean my parents and my grandparents' generations cashed in the generational dividend with these Latin American countries, having them come here for decades while I was a child, you know, to where they push the value of labor down simply because of supply and demand. And tried to push me and everybody like me into going to college. And I knew that wasn't going to work. That's why I left. I didn't want to be $200,000 in debt, $100,000 in debt for a bachelor's to make 35 grand, 40 grand waiting tables. And still I went got the trade. And it's the same thing. The race to the bottom, cutting deals for everybody. Bottom dollar prices, because if I don't do it, Jose and his son and whoever the guys they bring with them, or Juan, they're going to charge a little less. Are they going to do as good of a job? Probably not. You have 5 people in your house instead of 1, 2. None of them are going to speak any English. Good luck directing them to do the project correctly. You know? And there you go. That's what you get. 20 years later. And it's not cheaper now. You know, my friend's house here, they paid $2,000 to have someone come and patch drywall holes from when they had their plumbing replaced. And those guys charge $2,000 and the drywall work is no better than what I do. And to be honest, it kind of looks like shit in the bathroom. You know, it looks terrible. It's something that I'm going to have to fix before I paint it, or it's going to show, the tape's going to show up. And to me, that's a shit drywall job. If all you do is drywall and you can't hide your lines, you're not doing a good job. But that's what we've got now, and they're Hispanic. The great Hispanic craftsmen came here 20, 30 years ago, and most of them have checked out. Though the current crops that are coming out aren't worth your money. And yet they're still pushing down the value of labor. So, just a rant here on the job site. Before I head home, my arm's killing me. I'm disgusting. I'm filthy. So, hopefully, someone sees this, and maybe I'll come back with another one. So, until that time, have a good one. Bye.